Yes. Ready to start. We're not ready to start. But we are attempting to be ready. Well, that is interesting. What is... My arms are slightly influencing my head. That's interesting. That is interesting. Oh, now do we have a face? Now we have a face. Okay. Welcome in, Juna. Welcome in. Oh, can we hear me? Popping out chat. The little ones were a little late to get into bed. You can, all right. The little ones were a little bit late, and so therefore, we are a little bit late. Oh, that's a cute emote. All right, let's see. What's next? What is next? Sound. For me. We have sound for you. Got that sound. Just drew it this week. Oh, I think I saw it in the Discord. I think I saw it in Dead Sun's Discord. Get that started. And need to load ourselves up here. Oh man, you know, I discovered what the problem was with my chest tracker. I did not remember to do anything about it. Not remember to do anything about it. Come on, phone. You know, one of these days the old phone's just gonna go kaput. And battery check. Battery check. Oh. Here, hold on. Let me redeem the ability to switch scenes. We live next to each other. Or are you in the warehouse? Are you next door to the warehouse? Okay. So the battery check. Oh, Minnesota. Ah. Okay, let's see. We have in the chatting stream. No, come on. I wait for my phone to actually load up. Here we are in the chatting stream. Darn. I'll have to bring up an old clip or something if I want to say. So the battery check, including the subscriber icon, is a. So what you're looking at behind us is an old still frame. But I was using a good camera, an actual mirrorless camera. And the battery check was that hopefully somebody would remind me when the battery icon would be flashing up in the corner of the screen here. And so I used a little... That's why we used the little battery check icon, because that's actually from my Olympus camera. And let's see. I would have to find a old clip. There we go. I would have to find an old clip that used it. But I also had, when the camera was active, part of the camera asset, resource, plugin, OBS. Down here by Winamp, I actually had the camera scene duplicated, but only masked, cropped and masked to the battery icon. So when I would look at the corner of the screen, it'd be hanging out by chat here, the little battery icon when Rusty would have his scene loaded, the camera feed coming in, because the camera feed used to sit right here, and chat would be right here. As you might be able to see from the chatting stream, yeah, so there's this gray box in the middle. That is where chat used to be. And then Rusty's camera feed would be you know, about this size, but above Winamp. It was nicely stacked. I do kind of miss that. It was nicely stacked. Okay, my old phone finally loaded. Ooh. Speaking of tracking and what I'm using for tracking, and it's my phone. I should have a phone asset for when I'm doing this puppetry here. I saw that the Slime VR butterfly trackers, I think, were just released. What are we deving? We're working on the factory tonight. I haven't quite decided yet because I didn't get to it. I didn't get to deciding. Where's my tracker? There's my tracker. Connect the tracker. Are we not tracking? And a gift sub. Who'd I get a gift subs from? Oh, cool. I was just informed as I'm trying to log into my stuff that I got a gift sub to Ellie Minibot, who is an actual robotics like designer. And she has an adorable avatar and is here on the Twitch. Loading. I'll get you that Wisco fact in just a moment here as we correct our posture. This is definitely a posture check kind of dealio here. Load this guy sideways. He's not dead. He's just doing the limbo. We are clearly limboing. See, look, see, clearly we are limbo champions, and our camera's stuck in the scaffolding until I do this magical thing over here called a full reset, and like it says on the tin, pachow. I do need to look into the new trackers. The new trackers for Slime VR. Okay, now we need some audio here. Fixed. It is indeed fixed. As I reclaim my headphones from where they're hiding on the desk. We have a little electronica soundtrack? Kind of a soundtrack. It's a soundtrack to whatever you want it to be. It's a big mega pack of royalty-free assets. Or music. Music is in this case. Music can be an asset. Okay, now where were we? I need my Bluetooth on. Stream manager, there we go. The joys of setting up everything in situ at the last second. We are really zoomed out, aren't we? Let's go here. This is a good spot. There we go. So you're over in Minnesota, so I already used the come on hand tracking. Ooh, you got a new model. Correct. Congratulations. So you being from Minnesota, I did already a long time ago use the Wisco fact of Wisconsin has technically more lakes than Minnesota, the land of 10,000 lakes. However, we only have more lakes because our minimum lake size to be considered a lake is smaller. So we have more smaller sized lakes than you do. But you have more larger sized lakes. It depends on the qualification, but that's the only reason we have more than you. Y'all call ponds lakes. We do. It is kind of ridiculous at some times. Also, some flowages are considered lakes, or at least they're not considered, called lakes. Yes, and a flowage is a non-permanent body of water. But yes, so in fairness, I put that caveat in there because I think it's silly. Just like our state license plate, we're the land of the sailing farmers. because that's what's on the top of our license plate. We have a farm and a sailboat. So we're the land of the sailing farmers for some reason. Even though we don't have that many sailable lakes, of decent size. No, a flowage, it's, think of it like a seasonal lake. Not necessarily seasonal. Some of them can be dammed up. It's just a body of water that's not permanent, or not permanent in the, geological sense. And property rights issues are fun with those. So Wisconsin fact, let's go to the book. Yeah, the fun little factoids you learn across many different kinds of jobs. Oh geez, I went to, here we go, that works. I don't have, I need all sorts of assets. Maybe we should make assets today. The handy Wisconsin answer book, which I thought would be fun. It went to sports, which is totally my favorite topic. But we do have Titletown, Green Bay. And why is it called Titletown? No team in the history of the NFL has more championships than the Green Bay Packers. Since the team formed in 1919, twice they've won 3 consecutive league crowns. That must be before they called it the Super Bowl. The Packers have 13 championships, including 4 Super Bowl titles. As of the writing of this book. When was this book? I don't think we've won a Super Bowl in quite some time. 2019, so yeah, I'd say this is still accurate. Titletown. Ooh, and there's a tasty brewery in Green Bay called Titletown Brewing Company. It used to be in an old railroad station, and they had a restaurant, and the food was delicious. I might have lived in Green Bay for a bit, and the food was delicious. And then sadly, they closed down the restaurant, or sold the restaurant, but their brewery was much larger in size and is still brews tasty beer. So that's a one fact led into the next fact, so I suppose that works. Yeah, I suppose that works. We could work on me today. You've had spotted cow. Oh, Juna. I have had a spotted cow. Right now in the fridge, I don't have spotted cow. I have 2 women. Ew, that's a phrase. I have 2 women in my fridge. The beer called 2 Women by the same company that makes a spotted cow. How do you like your women in the fridge, I guess? It is a little concerning when you say it like that. Yes, it is. It's tasty though. It's one of my favorite by them. They are the company, New Glarus. They sell, or I should say, they distribute and sell their beers only in Wisconsin. They could easily expand, but they chose to keep their licensing and status only in Wisconsin. So it's kind of interesting. Yeah, they could easily amp up production, become a macro brewery if they wanted to. I think they're just under the limit to be a you have to drive over to get it. Yeah, I have relatives in Minnesota, and they always go home with a trunk full of spotted cow. And spotted cow it's good. It's very drinkable. It's not my favorite by them, but I like it. It's better than some of our other beers we have in Wisconsin, I'll say that. Especially ones by the big companies. You have to drive over to get it. Yep. I have a friend that lives a few states away, and yeah, whenever he visits his family up here, he fills up his trunk. It's like they have a order list, It's like, okay, oh hey, so and so, you're going to Wisconsin? Can you get me a case? Never had, but people rave about it. It's good. It is good. It's technically it's a farmhouse ale. Just a nice light, light-ish beer. Yes, in New Glarus, Wisconsin, which is, wait, hands backwards. Over here. That is on the list. It is on the list for like Wisco facts. Where I pop up a giant Wisconsin behind me. Kind of like this. Bam! There's just a giant Wisconsin that pops up behind me. It is definitely on the to-do list, especially since I have a laser pointer now. Does laser pointer work in here? The laser pointer should work in here. Okay, let's test this out. Oh my gosh, the laser pointer works in here. Is anything with a collider. It should hit anything with a collider. So I'll be like, my light is not working great, but over there we got some fuse boxes. Yes, we have a laser pointer. I am not sure why it is flickering. I wonder if it's like hitting the light particles or something. These little dust particles. But yes, we definitely have a laser pointer. Ooh. Batteries are low. Must be batteries are low. You know, I was thinking about this just now with the flashlight. Something I could add to the flashlight is, let's turn the flashlight off first. Okay, no flashlight. So, you notice I'm kind of brightly lit right now? Come on, be nice. I have motion controlled lighting control. This is one of my more favorite overly engineered ways to do things. If my fingers get too close, it also sets the light. But I go like this, and then I just snap my fingers. Boop. Like that. It's one of my more favorite party tricks. I have it tied to, I have a stenographer's foot pedal, which I don't think I have plugged in right now. But basically like, just a 3-button foot pedal kind of thing. And it's used for shortcut keys for people who type a lot. I got it at like $5 at a garage sale. Works great. And I have this hooked up to one of them. I think I also have like the screenshot or something like that hooked up to it. Super useful. Super useful. You know what we're gonna do? And turn our controller on. And temporal nicks, welcome in, welcome in. There we go. Now we can have less clicky clacky of walking and such. I'm actually using my controller. Oh, why is the really? Oh, I have the camera locked. Why is the camera locked? Because maybe we pressed the camera lock button. I need to put zoom on this thing too. I think when I was trying to map the buttons on the controller, something was up with, there's like a bug in Unity where it kept crashing when I was trying to map the controller buttons, so I couldn't use my zoom in and out, or I couldn't add the button for zoom in and out, which with the mouse is the scrolly wheel. But yes, one of the fun things about walking and talking. See, right now I have to use my hands, and you can see that because I have it within range of my hand tracking, right? Or my hand goes off the screen, just kind of hangs by my side. Well, now I'm using the mouse cursor, or the mouse. You can see the little cursor move around, scrolling in and out. Yeah, so the hand is off tracking because of where I have my hand tracking sitting. I know, like Dead Son, he has his hand tracking up here, so it always captures like whenever he's typing and such. But I tried that, and I lost the range did not cover when I went by my head. Because I have an older leap motion. I don't have the newer one, which has a wider field of view. So I would lose that, and I would rather have me scratching my head instead of me typing. Especially since I don't want y'all seeing me type my passwords in with my big flipper hands here. But one of the party tricks we can do with the remote, not the remote, controller, if I don't lose my earpiece here, is we can definitely have hand-free walking and talking like this. Ta-da! You can walk and talk and walk all over the place. And how are we doing this? Well, you see, I'm using my toes. I put my PlayStation controller on the floor, and now we are using our feet. It's the little things. I mean, most of what I do here is just to amuse me, and I just kind of hope it amuses other people too, as much as it amuses me. But this way I can do, do the pensive, like, little playing with my hands here. Better disinfect. My feetsies are very clean, thank you very much. Yeah, do I have jump? I think I have like the basic controller stuff. Where's the jump button? Jump, 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 jump. Oh, there's jump. It's in here somewhere. I don't have all my other shortcut keys hooked up. Like these kind of ones. But it's nice to be able to just go like this and smoothly walk instead of, especially since I turned off noise canceling, so now you can actually hear my my clicky clackies. Even though I have a fairly quiet keyboard. For a mechanical keyboard, I chose one of the more quiet ones. Just because I am not a fan of clickety-clackety when I'm programming all day, kind of typing and such. Oh, welcome into my TED Talk. But yes, Nix, how's it going? How's it going this morning? Happy time zone. I need to look through my to-do list to see what I am to do. Just make a note. We streamed today. 2:10. We're going to stream tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to Lego Star Wars Machete Order. Okay, what is this? 2:10. Wow. Yes. Oh, those barking dogs. I'm sorry. That is unacceptable. Unacceptable. That is a thing that needs to change. Okay, let's see. We could definitely hook up more things. I didn't have time to look up the slideshow mechanics. Darn, I was gonna do that. It was a busy day. Productive day. Not a bad day. Just a busy day. You know what? I should look into this. Let's go looking through the emissive textures. I think we might do that today, because this is really one of the things that bothers me. The lights are on, but they're off because they glow. Like the fluorescent bars right there. Also, we need more fluorescent bars. I need to steal this. I forget where it is. And the spotlights. And the spotlights in the warehouse. Actually, those aren't spotlights. Those are big old shop lights. And boy, back in the day, those were expensive to run. Now you can get these like LED, they call them UFO lights. They're just like LED rings. They're like 200 watt, 250 watt, which is seems pretty significant for LEDs, which are, you know, a fraction of the wattage cost for the equivalent wattage output of old style lights, right? Of incandescent lights. So yeah, but 250 watts will light. I would only need a couple of them in this fictional warehouse here. I mean, this actual warehouse here. Craziness. But yes, maybe we should do something about that. Because I do want to play with lighting. I mean, I need an RGB redeem, right? So we can just have the lights go, just cycle through. Oh, to do, Mitt. Revisit equipment activation. Revisit post-processor. We'll keep that one on the to-do list. Fix drone head rusty. Did we not do that yet? B. B? Well, that is priority uno. This is unacceptable. Also, his equipment mounting point is off. Makes it look like I got weird mandibles. That is unacceptable. We need to fix this post-haste. I bet I fixed it and then I just didn't save. I bet that was a thing. Okay. We need to turn this camera off too. You camera. Main camera. You are not a main camera. Sorry. Oops. Maybe you are? I know. We need the little guy. That was just, you know, you can't see me at all. I need to bring on the other guy too. Spout. Hello. And get back in your corner. Hello. That good memories. Good memories of this one? This one? This one? This one? Oh, he just stayed there. Why did he stay there? What? Oh. Hold on, I'm in the middle of a thought here. Why are you over here? Oops, should probably turn that off. You know what, we're gonna worry about this. Well, we'll worry about this next. Why did that end up over there? And on there? That should not be there. Yeah, that definitely should not be there. That camera. That is concerning. That camera ended up over here. Because it should be attached to our armature. Which is way the heck over here. So did I accidentally a camera? There are a couple ways to find out. Okay, first we're going to debug that camera. Looks like we have a couple cameras stacked, so it might not be the end of the world here. We're going to debug this camera first. So where we are, gallery 1 has the code. Toggle object gallery. Object gallery should have its own virtual camera. It does. It has a Cinemachine virtual camera over here. So why on earth did this camera get put way the heck over here? Did I do that on purpose? Because technically this camera can be anywhere. But I want to see what it does. I keep it. Okay, it zips way back to where we are. So it is still attached to. Oh. I get it. Okay. It makes sense. So it is attached. It attaches itself to whichever Cinemachine camera has priority, which is good, but it shouldn't be hiding out over there. Let's see. Let's stop and see if it goes right back over there. It does. Okay. There shouldn't be any issues with moving it. Where are you? You. There. Ta-da! Fixed. Did I just get an error sound? I think I just got an error sound for that. Oh no, it was part of the song. Yeah, it was part of the song. Interesting. Ooh. Well, next, I gotta say, I'm looking at my, after I brought back my activity feed here up on my manager here. Congratulations for your 7 months. I definitely need to 7 months of subscriptions. I need to make more little icon thingies, different levels of batteries, I guess. Where are our battery icons? There we go. I'm a tier 3 account. Ooh, fancy. Yeah, we only have the one. Let's see, am I hiding anything? No. Okay. Ta-da! Look. We only have the one battery icon as for subscribers. So we need to change that. If nothing else. Can you have animated subscriber badges? That would be kind of cool. I would absolutely do an RGB battery. But I think I think I should do like, subscriber 3, 6, 9, 12. I should just have the battery fill up. I think that'd be a little nice touch. Okay, so we fixed the camera issue. So now we're staring at our good old T-pose. And so now, what was it? Oh, I never posted a go live. I'm so bad about that these days. It's when I have to rush. Is when I forget to post the go live. Suba, welcome in. Ooh, we're gonna have all sorts of Wisco facts today. I'm going to stall for time here as I'm posting the go live. Stream alerts, there we go. There we go. Okay, so which one did we just have? Oh, lakes. No, we didn't have lakes. Titletown. Yes. So we had Wisconsin has Titletown, or I should say it's a name for Green Bay. Oh, hello. Yeah, I know. I'm hiding up here because we're deving, and when we're not running the dev environment, there's no me on the screen. So how can you see me talk with my hands if I'm not live on the screen talking with my hands? See, it's a terrible state to be. I might blend in less if I have orange. Maybe I'll stand out a little bit better. Wisco fact. Ooh, I had another good one, but I don't remember where that screenshot is. So, no, we don't want sports. Why are we getting? That must be the sports section of the thing. Oh, interesting. Where was Wisconsin's first state park? I mean, that's a Wisconsin fact, but it's not really it's not much of a Wisco fact. You have another redeem suggestion? Ooh, please do. Wisconsin's. I have a lingering cold. I have a lingering cold, which is very annoying. And I just got a little cough there. A Rusty fact with fun facts about Rusty's. Oh, we lost our state park fact. Rusty no dying. Working on it. Rusty fact would be a good one. I need to solidify more of the lore. Oop, where are we? There we are. Hi. I need to solidify more of the lore, and then we can definitely have Rusty facts as I build up the Rustyverse. Actually, this project right here is titled Rustyverse. Rusty no dying. I know, it's one of these days I'll get over that. You know what? I'm not gonna be able to find this quick enough. State parks is something about Wisconsin's first state park was near the Twin Cities, on the interstate. It was called Interstate State Park. That's very anticlimactic. So I'll leave this fun fact. We have the Bong Recreational Area. Yes, that's the Bong Recreational Area. Guess what happens a lot there? Recreational activities. It was named after a senator or a general, or maybe both. It's just very funny. It's down here. We were fixing. Where is he? Okay, we fixed the camera issue, so that's nice. Yes, Bong Recreational Area. It's a state park, I think. Ooh, or is it a county park? I might be wrong. We have so many county parks. It's great. Well, we only have a few national parks. I think we only have like maybe 3 in Wisconsin. A lot of state parks. Those are for those not around here. A state park is a state-funded, as in taxpayer dollars, state-funded, preserved area. So it's just for the people's use. There is a fee to get in. You buy either like a day pass or a year pass, which I like to do. And yeah, then you can go visit. Many times there's camping. Well kept. And they're usually in some kind of like important natural area. I'd say, if you're from Wisconsin, what's your favorite state park? I gotta think about that one. I would probably say Peninsula State Park, which is up on. Oh, we need a better hand. Okay, we definitely need the Wisconsin asset. I'm gonna have to 3D model a Wisconsin that can just pop up. So Wisconsin is shaped like the hand. That's why I keep using the hand. If my hand tracking from this angle. If my hand tracking from this angle was okay. So this is the Door County Peninsula. I have my next Wisco fact. Haha. The Door County Peninsula. It's... come on. Hand doesn't want to stay open tonight. Interesting. Anyways, Peninsula State Park is on said peninsula. And it overlooks the large body of water called the Bay of Green Bay, which is where Green Bay is located. Go Packers. Go Packers. But yes, is so convenient to have the hand and just be like, yeah, we're from here. Now, our neighbor to the east, Michigan, they're kind of, they're the mitt. They're like a scrunched up hand. Like there's Detroit. Yeah, we definitely need to work on the Wisconsin asset. I'm having too much fun with the Wisco facts and bringing that into this whole streaming thing to not have Wisconsin asset. I want to make it actually 3D. I don't think I'll use like height maps for like the height data, because for one thing, we're a fairly flat state. Comparatively, we don't have mountains, technically. We call some of them mountains, but we don't have mountains. Player armature. Oh no, did I? Oh. On the next big to-do list is remapping the equipment spots. Head point. There we go. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Rusty fighter. Oh, it's not equipped. Okay, the head is not an equipped item. That makes sense, I suppose. Head is not an equipped item, technically. Something got messed up with him. It must have been when I brought him onto this new model. Yeah, look, it looks like I have mandibles. Urgh. My little fighter ship. Is he a little bigger? Yeah, we can leave the tail parts, right? There we go. Okay. So, what else needs to be done with? Looks a little big though. It does look a little big. It is a little big. Okay. Let's go 4. Maybe 5. Ooh, get some nice wingspan there. You know, almost what we had it before, but not quite. Yeah, we're hiding a little fighter ship inside of ourselves, inside of our head here. There we go. Perfect. Just shows the little engines in the back. Okay, and now we need to go hunt down the code. Oh boy. Code. Are you here? Oh, there we go. Ship model. It's in the character rig script. Under control lights, which is not where it should be. But these things happen. I do have a game object called scripts, which is where I should be storing my scripts. One would assume. Yes, I know a new version is ready or is available. Okay, hide body. Why are we not hiding the body? Rusty capture body and control body. Oh, that's right. I didn't update these. Capture body. Controller body. We should probably do that one too, just to be safe. Here we go. Capture and control. These are very not, no longer accurate. That code can go, because we don't need it anymore. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? We don't need it anymore. And why don't we need it anymore? Because I discovered the secret of immortality. Or, I finally managed to merge things. Hey, there we go. That's not quite right. Because we didn't set the default state, which we should have. Which we will right now. Script. Body, hide body, hide body, hide body should be yes. Or also ship model. Set active. False. There. That is the better way to do that. How's the music? Too loud? Just right? Again, always trying to do better with my audio capture or presentation. It might be a little loud. I did play with the setting just a bit, and it's either too loud or it's way too soft. I don't know. Okay, so that's good. The Rusty Ship Fighter will make you invisible. We will save all of that, so we don't have to do it again. And the nice thing about having a fairly recent computer, you hit go, it goes. Okay. Let's face this way. Hey, we got Flying Rusty back. Whee! Oh, that's right, he looks goofy now, though. Yes. Oh boy, this part is gonna take a little bit more. Oof. A little bit more of something. Oh. Whee! To our doom. Okay. So we look fine if we're just floating around like so. But, and it's funny because you can't see me use my hands. See? There are good reasons. There are good ways of doing this. So because of how I have changed in the animation of how we are moving and walking and talking, now we have head bob. So I need to add in something that disables the big changes I made. And that could be a pain in the butt to do live. Do I want to dive into that? Probably not. That requires some focus, and it is nighttime where the focus is the focus is maybe not the greatest. But essentially what I need to do is turn off the wonderfulness that I had to reprogram so I could walk and motion track, and where it blends it together. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that live. If I was streaming at like 9 in the morning maybe, instead of 9 at night. Oh, gotta write down that other So we fixed the drone head Rusty. Oh, looks like I decided a month ago. I wrote down that we would do Lego Star Wars. Well, when we were working on the TV screen. That's when it was. See, I'm glad I started keeping notes, especially for dev streams. Templates and overlays for the TV screen. Yeah, those would be nice. Those would be nice. Camera offset. Yeah, we did that. We did the camera offset. Ooh, drop the wall away and replace with a screen. That'd be nice for the office, but I think I'm going to do it a different way. So what that note is for... Oops, passed it. Pew, 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 pew. This one. Make this bigger. So what that note was for is in here. Because this is a streaming environment where I live. And so what it would do is plop a screen, you know, one of my show don't tell. There we go. Plop one of these right there. Look at it. It bonked the oh, I love it. Physics. It knocked the computers around. Nice. Nice. Oh, where are we? Oh, I turned off the spout feed at this point, apparently. Yes, when we started working on the fixing this guy. This guy. The cute little spaceship. There. Yes, it knocked the screens over. I mean, that's perfect. Now, if I could get it to show up in that exact spot every time, that'd be great. There is a simple way of doing that. And that is just writing code to do that. We're spawning a new one at that exact point. I kind of like that. That's a good idea. Except slightly up in the air. But essentially, if I'm going to do this, what I would want is yeah, okay, so instead of me having to face that direction and spawn one like I did, it would instead just be turning that one on. And it could still settle into position and everything. It would be instantiating one at that exact spot. I like that idea. Because then it would knock stuff around, which is cool, but this bookshelf is in the way. So either I would put it in front of the bookshelf or we just make the bookshelf disappear. Or all the books fall off the bookshelf. I like that one even better. I like that one. I'm gonna write that one down. Where are we? There we go. When spawning office big screen, knock down bookshelf and monitors. Yeah, because the monitor felt pretty in a nice spot there, didn't it? It did fall in a nice spot. I'm just looking at my phone on my chest here. Because my posture is incorrect. And it's such an easy fix that we discovered last time or the time before that. I just have to turn the phone. That's it. I just have to turn the phone. Unfortunately, that means I need to like 3D model or 3D print a phone mount, a vertical one, because this isn't in like a fancy OtterBox case or anything. It's literally just, it's pretty amusing. It's just sitting sideways. The phone is sitting sideways in my in the chest harness for the GoPro. Oops, I knocked my tracking off. That's funny. That is pretty funny. Boom, boom, doom, 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 doom. You know what we're gonna do? Screenshot. I should take more screenshots. That wasn't the stream hiccuping. That was in fact a screenshot. Although we did drop frames at some point. Maybe that was right now. That's a good question. Full reset. Oh yeah, our posture is definitely a little bum. You know, we should probably check it in VC Face too, because I kind of had to start up everything out of order. Yep. The little bit of tracking differences, it's pretty amusing, see? Because yes, we are still using VC Face. In fact, that's where the guy in the corner of the screen's coming from. This feed. That's why he looks more cel-shaded and evenly lit. Because this is the VC Face, a fantastic little free software. You know, there's the web address. Right? Wow, hanging from the ceiling, it really throws off your sense of direction. Wonderful little software, free, easy to set up with Vroid models, especially, so you can be a 3D VTuber without complication. With minimal complication. Yeah, caveats. There are other options like build it yourself or Vignon or Warudo, which I still haven't bothered to look up if it's supposed to mean world for Warudo, or if it's supposed to be Waldo, which is a method to control puppets. My guess would be the second option. Okay, so before we pop out of here, I'm going to get the coordinates of, where are we? Of where we are, indeed. Where are we? There we are. Do I really only have one collider? Ah, no wonder we're having collider issues. I just have one collider on this hand and that's it. I thought I had when I brought the new model in, I didn't put extra colliders on for like my head. So when something goes falling around in the head. No wonder. Okay. So we've got our big TV screen, a clone. And it is Let's see, did our music just stop? I must have hovered over the music and accidentally stopped Winamp at some point. Whoops. Okay. Probably when I was scrolling about, because when I spin like this, my cursor keeps going and it goes to the other monitor and it keeps going, but it's, locked to the side of that monitor, that desktop, and then it goes all the way over here, and same thing way over here. Can you see it? Oh yeah, you can just barely see it on the corner of or on the edge of the screen. Well, there's programs running on my other monitor, so if I click something accidentally, it gets clicked. Which is why I like locking the camera. Doesn't lock the scrolly wheel function though. Okay, but what we're trying to do here is get these transforms and positions and everything. Should I copy the whole component though? That's not a terrible idea to copy the whole component. And then we go find where we are, the office. Maybe not with all of those items. Do I seriously not have the office? Here we go, office. Office. So within this office now, we do have very poor organization. We really do. Okay, now we will stop. Within the office, we'll paste component. No. Really? Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. It did not paste it as I had hoped. Let's try something else though. Let's see if we can paste it now. Component values. Okay, where did it put it though? Way out there, because we were using world values. That makes sense. That does make sense. And that's why we have a test cube. So, if we wanted to do that not that way, because we really don't want to do it that way. Oh my gosh, we have way too much crap in this office here. Clutter. It should all be clutter. Office. There we go. Let's make a create empty. Wall office wall TV. Seems like a decent thing to call it. It is centered within the office, and now we can make a copy of that. So Quad TV, which is a thing that gets instantiated, but we want to copy that. And we want to bring it and put it in the office and make it seem like we're summoning it in that perfect spot, which I will never get back again. Office. Go find office. Hello, office. Working on things in the Rusty Factory. The Rusty Robot Factory. I think this is a good spot for it. I don't know, well, I don't know how far up it was being summoned. So, you know what, we'll just stick it right there. And let's see, we do have a mesh collider instead of a box collider. but it's in there. And all these books also have colliders. Okay. So theoretically, they could all be collided with, except it's being spawned within here. What would it take? I'm just talking out loud here, because I'm not super familiar with the physics in Unity. What would it take that when I hit the button that brings the TV screen in, before it makes the TV screen live and susceptible to physics, it gives the bookshelf a little push. It applies a force. Force? Constant force? I don't think we want constant force. You know what? Let's physics. Like, how do you just give it a puff? I guess that would be a little chunk of code, like a projectile. A projectile would be the same kind of thing, wouldn't it? I'm gonna add that to the to-do list. But for now, we're just going to spawn in this version of the TV. Probably make sure it's on if it's not on already. Okay, show office quad TV. We will call this quad TV office. And it's going to pop in. It's going to be susceptible to gravity. Ooh, it has a couple of video players attached. That's nice. So we did do that, didn't we? In case we wanted to play the trailers. Look at that. It's such great thinking ahead we are. Such great thinking ahead we are. This object is going to have the toggle. Toggle on off quad TV. Initial state is off. TV time. Oops, TV time. No more TV. Nah, let's just have nothing there. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. And we need a clickable? No, we need a... event trigger. That's what it was. Event trigger is a click, pointer click. Is going to be its own object. Oh geez, where on earth is that little? There you go. Wall socket number 2. Very descriptive. It's going to be toggle on off, interact, bam. Okay, so now when we click that outlet, it'll spawn in this TV. Let's try. Bum, bum, bum. I should really change the order of things. I think I should really change the order of things. We don't need to be popping in that second one. We probably don't need both red rooms. As much as I love the red rooms, we should probably disable this one for now. So here we are. Le Office. Which is not French for the office. Are we ready? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Achoo. I mean, it got stuck in the ceiling. Yeah, it got stuck in the ceiling. Hmm. TV off. Oh. It's not spawning a new one. Oh. That might work out better actually if I instantiate it instead of turning it on and off. Because right now it's I should be destroying it. Otherwise it's possibly still causing issues with video. I do like that it knocked the monitor off there. It's just in the wrong spot. But yes, I should definitely have it destroy instead of make invisible. So it means it needs a different clicky script. It shouldn't be a toggle script, it should be something else. Something new. Destroy instead of... This is gonna be the patch notes. Oh, that would be fun to have a like a weekly update called the patch notes. Patch notes. Destroy instead of hide. There. I do really appreciate though that I can just click on items and they... There we go. Fixed it. Fixed. I appreciate that I can click on items and they are interactable. There. That's kind of fixed. Right? Is good. Is good. I could scale it down too. That might help with some of this. But I think the main thing is that I get stuck in the ceiling. It just really got stuck in the ceiling. Sure did. And now it is fighting for its life here. Let's make it a little... There we go. A little more manageable. Come here, TV. Come here. Be a good TV now. No? You're not gonna be a good TV? You're... There. Better? Better. Oh no, it's stuck. There, better TV? No, it's definitely stuck. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. Experiment failed successfully? We can always bring in more TVs too. We can just go like, bam! That's even better. That's even better. Where did it go? It's out there somewhere. It's like just on the other side of the wall. Out in the warehouse. Wow, that's a good shot. And it is also stuck. It's not falling. So it is just on the other side of the wall. Why am I using my keyboard? I have a game controller with my feeties. Where did it go? Step on it, it's just gonna go crunch. No, we are not tall enough to jump over the railing. That is definitely an OSHA approved railing, isn't it? It's not tall enough to jump over it. Come on. And yet I'm still using keyboard and the game controller. Hey, there we are. Ta-da! Yeah, that was like right there, stuck in the wall somehow. Oh, and we knocked it out. All right. Because it can definitely collide with itself. Oh, that's right. We made it sadly off center with that little That little pivot point right there. There we go. I mean, if we're gonna do this the wrong way, we might as well have fun. Oops, as I bop my tracking camera. Oh, that one is stuck in the ground, isn't it? It's not obeying my hitbox. So we solve problems, we create problems. That seems to be the Rusty way at the moment. I should really make this forklift drivable. Wouldn't that be fun? Rusty mini games on stream. Forklift certified. Forklift certified. That's going on the to-do list. Forklift driving. You know, mini games, chat mini games. I'm thinking something with the shipping boxes. Shipping box mini game. I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss. Not at a loss. I'm kind of oh my gosh, this shading right here. Oof. Let's find some better lighting. There. Mini games. Like take Fruitsy's streams as an example. You know, got the slime races, slime bowling. This whole interactive, well, just the whole slime system also. I want not something necessarily that extensive, but something. Shipping boxes for now. I think that actually is kind of amusing. Chat spawns in, you know, when somebody chats, it spawns in a box. It just spawns in a box, or one of the random crumply boxes. Where we got them? See, you have some stacked up right there. Maybe just behind me. Maybe in the factory. So if I'm chatting in the office, they just kind of start plopping down in the factory. That could be fun. But we have all sorts of different boxes. So we've got open boxes. Open boxes. Kind of a little damage there. We got some stacked up boxes. What else we got? Wisco fact. Okay. Oh no, what was my Wisco fact? I had one ready. Did I write it down? I'm gonna have to find you a new one. I had one to go with the state park one. What was it? Well, I lost it. I will find you a new one, Nix. What was it? I was like, okay, jogging the old, you know, the slow computer processor here, you know. This computer is not as young as it used to be. So, when I was talking before about favorite state park was Peninsula State Park on the hand, right? Dorkheim Peninsula is not to scale. It is not nearly this large of a peninsula. But this, the rock formation that makes the peninsula goes all the way to the east coast of the United States. Specifically, like Niagara Falls. Have you heard of Niagara Falls? It's the same part of the same rock formation. And also Upper Peninsula of Michigan and all that. But yeah, it goes through and all the way across the United States. Not entirely sure where it starts down here, but it follows the whole east coast. Whoa, look at that weird hand tracking. It follows the whole east coast of Wisconsin. It's called the Niagara Escarpment. Basically, many long times ago, when the grounds shifted, the plates shifted and whatnot, this part got bumped up a couple hundred feet, a few hundred feet along the shoreline. And yeah, so that rock formation, and it also just continues. I don't know if that's the plate border. I forget the exact details, but yeah, it goes all the way to the other end of the country. Niagara, like Niagara Falls, the Niagara Escarpment. Yes. So, bonus fact: most places along Lake Michigan, which would be the body of water right here, the Great Lake of Lake Michigan, most places in, well, at least south of the peninsula, the beach is, well, I should say the water is a couple hundred feet below where the land starts. You know, so there's usually just a nice big cliff there. Not a lot of prime beach real estate. At least not in the middle part here. Yes. So that was a geological fact. Made of dolomite. Not sandstone. It seems to be a type of sandstone that we used to use in lots of construction for stone buildings and such in Wisconsin. I mean, I guess if the rocks are plentiful and just sticking out of the ground, you might as well chip them off and make your buildings out of them, right? We really need to fix this TV because it's off center now that it has the control bar. I guess the easiest way to fix the easiest way to fix that would be to just remove the off button. That's the off button. Is that the off button? That is the off button. We'll put that in the patch notes. Move pivot point. Move pivot of spawned TV. Okay, what else should we work on today? I didn't look up any of the picture gallery type code. It's gotta be super simple. Because I want to, for Rusty's room, I want to load pictures from a directory and not have them locked into, for here, I want to have them load from a directory, a folder, and not have them locked into the file. Though I suppose that doesn't really matter, does it? I could just load the photos into Unity. That would probably be easier. And then just cycle through them when we I swear I saved it after I fixed the mesh collider on here. Did we seriously not? I mean, we've had a few streams with that now. Let's see. This thing. We didn't. We had a few streams with this. And we did not save since we did the thing fix. Wow. Okay. Well. Drop wall away and replace with screen. Yeah, we're gonna experiment with that. Probably off camera. Connect camera and sources, like plugging things in. Oh, that would be fun. That would be Voices of the Void style. Inspiration from Voices of the Void, which I am itching to pick back up. Maybe in March. The March of the Void. March to the Void? I'll think of something catchy. But being able to take cabling, some cabling like this and connect them to actually connect objects. Maybe less Voices of the Void style and more VR style. Yes, where you have a thing and it like snaps into position. I think I wouldn't have to write too much for that because a lot of those things already exist with VR templates. Is template the right? Some of the XR stuff. Some of the XR packages. I was playing with a demo scene. A demo scene for Unity, because a lot of VR stuff, most VR stuff is written in Unity. No, not most. Like VR chat, for instance, Unity. That goofy little light is. Let's turn this way. Hi. Let me get this cursor off my face. There's a lot of stuff that's already built. So I wouldn't have to reinvent the wheel of like snapping objects and then having them, enable a thing. So I need to look into that. I just have not taken the time. Our time is what we make of it for the most part, outside of work and stuff and obligations. I have not taken the time to look further into some of that VR stuff because it can directly apply to this project for sure. There are a lot of neat things. That I can just bring right into here. Because the crossover between VR and VTubing, that Venn diagram, there's definitely overlap in that Venn diagram. Yeah, how fun would it be to, like the TVs, just grab it, throw it over there, connect the source. It'd be like live action OBS controls, kind of like these, right? Right now we can click and control the lighting. But what if we, lighting's a bad example, but what if, like, for this Arduino board here, what if to turn it on, we grab a plug off the ground and drag it in and plug it in? That'd be more fun than just clicking it, in my opinion. We could just cheat and click on this and it does an animation. Oh, we might have to have a shorter stream today. We might have to have a slightly shorter stream today. This nagging cough is oh, ta-da! This nagging cough is definitely a little nagging. Nah, I'm just getting over a cold. Thanks to the little ones. Oh, gallery on, gallery off, gallery on, gallery off. No, it's just the nagging what's left of the cold. That's why my voice might seem a little bit more something deeper, rumblier. I don't know. I'll have to listen to the playback later. Definitely a little more something, and unfortunately, yeah, it's cold season. Yeah, you guys are in summer. You guys are in full summer down there, aren't you? The opposite problem we're having here in Wisconsin. Although today was in the 30s, so single digits for you guys. Yeah, it was a. We're having a heat wave, a tropical heat wave. I forget how the rest of the little jingle goes. We're having a heat wave, a tropical heat wave. Plenty of sunshine shining my way. Something like that. I was going to start 3D modeling some of these things today, wasn't I? Oh, man. That'll have to wait. I have not opened up that Maya project in quite some time. What else can we bug fix while we're just walking around here for a little bit? What else can we bug fix? Scaling controls would be nice. Scaling controls on the TV. Oop, that was not the scaling control. Yeah, that was not the scale. Let's see what we can do about that. We've got rotating. So why not a scaling? Let's go, oops. There we go. Let's go peek and see what that code does. Oh, let's see. It is part of the TV. So let's go find ourselves a TV. This TV has the different buttons. There's the on off. 2 copies of it. Oh, that might be part of our problem. Why do we have 2 of these? Oh, apparently we also have a little tiny toggle, a little on-off button hiding up there. Which I would prefer way more than this button right here. But. Okay, so... Okay, the TV object itself has the draggy script. That is not... Oh, that's how I did it. That's not ideal. Because then if we wanted to use any of these buttons, they would be first be detected by the draggy script. Yeah. Okay, what does it do? On drag, on begin drag. Okay, so what this does is this allows us to reposition, rotate, really. Draggy. And draggy is just click and drag. So it comes with all these fun things. I got this code from probably a Code Monkey. Probably a Code Monkey video for, yes, for inventory management, I think. So that when you pop up an inventory item, oh, it might be Code Monkey. It might not have been. But like when you pop open an inventory screen, you got the little 3D object in your inventory, right? And you want to rotate it around, you click and you drag up and down, left, right. I'll have to find that to review it for one thing. Well, anyways, this is how you do it. I did have to modify it for my use. I think I took out a few things. Probably the slurping. Slurping. Do we not use is moving? This is moving. But we don't really use is moving. Okay. So what it does is when you begin the drag, it turns on kinematics. Oh, that's interesting. You would think it'd be the opposite. I probably had to play with this to get it to work right. Turn on kinematics. And at the end, you turn it off. It was probably so so you could actually move it around. And then when you release, we release the mouse button in this and stop dragging, then it stays put. Yes, that's what it is. So it stays put. So it doesn't just keep. So when you let go, I had too many problems where it would just start floating away. You know, because physics, right? It's like you take the frisbee, and you're not just like, you release the frisbee. You know, you wind up and you release the frisbee. You drag it in space. Well, the frisbee's going to keep going. Well, I don't want that. I want the frisbee to stay right where I left it. A weird analogy, but yes. So in this case, I want another one that does all the same things as this, but for scale. What if no, not integer control. Int. Serialized field int. Drag mode. Yes. So we got drag mode. What drag mode's going to do is it's going to let us know what mode we're in. In this case, rotation. Okay, on start, we're gonna have it be drag mode equals 1. Drag mode defaults to rotating. Drag mode 2. So we'll be able to set this over here. No, we don't want it to be set then to that. I guess we will set it wherever it's going to be used. There. That fixes that. Okay, so it's default to 1, which will be rotation. If drag mode is equal to 1, look at that. Bam. Else if drag mode 2, oh, IntelliSense, you are wonderful sometimes. Then we won't do rotation, we will do scaling. It's very relaxing. Must be the music. Rotation, rotation, rotation. Can we lerp? Scale. Lossy scale. What is lossy scale? The global scale of the object versus... Huh. We need transform. Draggy. Draggy is the transform. Local scale. Well, Nix, I do appreciate the lurk. Why am I not? Oh, it's not a quaternion. Scale is not a quaternion. What what is scale? Scale is... Unity lerp scale. Vector. It's a vector. There we go. Target is... Okay, wait. Object draggy target. Where's object? Is transform does not contain a definition. But you're right here. Object trade. This is again. This is why we don't program late at night. Scaling object using lerp. Oh, because we're not moving between 2 points. So why would it? That makes sense. Also, we're not getting... Yeah, I do want to lerp it though. Okay, we're lerping between 2 vectors. Why is this one okay? And this one not okay? I like in this discussion on the Unity boards, it says lerp works, it just does not work as you want it to work. So true. So true. Transform local scale times 2. Okay, so I want it to go... This is the rotation between the 2 objects. What if I don't... Oh, we should definitely have it be this. Whoops. We want you to be in here. Oh my gosh. Thank you. That did it. My dirty little secret is I am a Visual Basic dev. I am surprised though that IntelliSense did not pick that up. Will this break because it is not setting scale? Oh no, I might have to think this more. I might have to think this more through. Hold on. Draggy target. There's dragging thing, and this just moves it while we're dragging. Do I need to... You know what? Let's see what happens, because this is doing the Euler angles. Euler angles. Let's see what happens. Okay, this is why we shouldn't dev late at night. Oops. Actually, we have a warp point, don't we? We do have a warp point. Okay. Okay. So right now, we grab this and it moves because we're in drag mode 1. Switch this to drag mode 2. Is this broken? Yes, because it is not... It's working. We're just not doing it properly. Because we're missing this part. Yes, okay. Got it. Got it. Instead of the angles, local scale. I must have typed it out instead of using the autocomplete. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, this is going to be very interesting. It'll probably scale super fast. Let's put a 0 in there. Let's put an extra 0 in there. Now maybe it won't scale quite as fast. Hold on, importing assets. Very importing assets. Do I have a teleport point out here? That would definitely speed things up, wouldn't it? Okay, so not broken. Oh, it works. Wow, that. Oh. I love it. It is working not as I intended, but as I did it, as I created. I love it. I did not clamp the aspect ratio. I love it. I love it. That is fantastic. Because now we can make it however we want. Widescreen. Widescreen. Wait. Scrolling. This is super sensitive. Okay, there we go. It works as created, not as intended. Wait, let's make this more fun. There we go. Now it's live. Squish, 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 squish. Oh, I should find a way to do this. A mode select for one thing. I should find a way to do this where it's I have the lattice modifier package plugin for Unity. So what we could actually do is squash and stretch this live with a lattice points. So what that means is like a grid in this case, because this is a flat object, a grid to be applied on here. So we could like skew it, like pull this corner way out and stretch it in that direction. So we could apply a lattice to this and then play with it real time. I've got to write that one down. We gotta write these things down so we don't forget them. There we go. Very productive stream. Gold star. To do lattice modifier on TV. Exclamation mark. All right. So because this TV is disconnected from these TVs, there, stay still. We can have the main TV, which is, shouldn't be rotating. Wait a second. So many TVs. This TV should not be rotating. This should be scaling. There it goes. There it goes. Since they're disconnected, we can add more features to the main broadcast TV. Which one of these is the reset button? Nope, not that one. This one? That one. That's the reset button. I don't think it's in the right spot though. I don't think it's quite in the right spot. Oh my gosh, I love this though. I just have to be super careful with it. Wait, is it? Oh no, it is rotating and scaling. Really? No. Oh, it might be scaling and then interacting with the scenery around it. There. We cover up our mistakes with with visual clutter. There we go. That seems like a good, yeah, that seems like a good place to leave off for the night. Welcome everyone to a Rusty Robot stream. I like this though. That's kind of nice. The unintentional scuff visual effects. I mean, look at. I mean, just look. I don't have the cursor on the screen, but look where all the lines converge. They're like wings on a dragonfly or something. Yeah, this is definitely a good scene to leave off. So, what I'm gonna do is apply draggy on the main screen TV. For the draggy script, one button will be rotating so we can pivot the TV around, and the other button, or the next button down, will be scaling so we can fit it inside the building or over our shoulder or however we want it. And then the bottom button will be the on off. Although it would be amusing that the volume button would be scale. Writing that down. Volume button equals scale. Volume button equals scale. All right. And on that awesome note, and what's left of my voice for the night, I gotta save my voice because tomorrow we're doing Lego Star Wars. I installed it. It does run on my computer. Hooray. And yeah, Lego Star Wars. We'll see how far we get over the next few streams, but we're going to attempt Machete Order, which is episode 4, episode 5. So in other words, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, then Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, and then Return of the Jedi. I kind of doubt we'll go through all of those. That I would need to stream a lot more often to get through all of that, or a lot longer, which is not in the cards at the moment. But I want to at least do a stream or two of the Star Wars. And I do not want to start with the Phantom Menace because the friggin' pod racing part makes me motion sick. Maybe if I play it on a small enough screen, it won't make me motion sick. Like my phone. Oh wow, there's a lot of people on tonight. I think yes. He's not deving tonight, but he is the very peak of entertainment. That is kind of a pun. Let's go raid Dead Sun Prime. Raid or let's switch up the raid message a little bit. I don't use the chaos enough in raiding. Scuffed Rusty raid. I mean, it's scuffed enough, right? Scuffed enough. All right. Thank y'all for stopping by. I always want to thank everyone that stops by. Thank you again for stopping by, spending some time here in the ye old factory. Let's go head on over Dead Sun Prime. Go say hi. Okay. I just saw something in chat that was very amusing out of context. I know the context now that I pieced it together, but very amusing out of context. Let's go say hi to Dead Sun. Oh, thanks, Nix. Thanks, Nix. You too. You too. I really hope to get over this cold. I thought I was already over it, but let's go. Let's go raid. Bam.